Today I got a really beautiful and delicious Greek style roast chicken dinner for you. But the twist is going to be it's a spatchcock style chicken, which basically means it's a whole chicken that's butterflied and roasted to perfection. So first things first, to get us going, I'm going to preheat my oven, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. Now, for this, I'm using a couple pounds of potatoes. So what I'm going to do with my potatoes is very simply, I'm just going to cut them up into cubes. The smaller the size of the potato, the better and quicker it's going to cook. Perfect. Throw these in there just like that. Now, time to add a little life to these. First things first, I'm going to do a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I got this from my nightstand, and I'm just going to do a fairly generous amount here. Olive oil is good, and there's never too much olive oil, believe me. I'm going to do a little salt, a little pepper, just liven things up a little bit. Perfect. Instead of oregano, I'm going to use something called flavour today. Flavour is savory or summer savory. I'm just going to drizzle it on, maybe teaspoon, give or take. You don't need much at all. And of course, you cannot do a Greek style anything with chicken and potatoes unless you got some lemon. And for this, I'm going to use 2 lemons because they're fairly small. I'm going to take this now and just real quick stir this around. Make sure my patates are evenly coated, and that way all the salt and the pepper and everything else. So I cut myself off. This is like so freaking delicious. So now the potatoes here are going to act like a trivet for our chicken, for our spatchcock chicken. Here we have a gorgeous bird. She's about 4 pounds. Now, to spatchcock this little baby, this is the breast side. We're going to go on the back side here. So this is the part you want. So you want breast side down. By the way, that's Oliver tearing things up around here. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a scissors. Now, you can use a knife if you want. I found a scissors is much easier. And all you're going to do is you're going to kind of stick this up her little wahoo here and cut along the backbone. Now, you're going to have to put some muscle in this, but it will definitely happen. Just like that. So there's this. There's 1/2. And you're going to do as well now the other half of this, and I'll do it this way so you can see what's going on here. And I'm just going to remove the backbone. She won't mind. Perfect. This you can use for a soup, throw it out, whatever you like. Now, with this, by the way, everything here is going to get sanitized. There's no 2 ways about it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn the bird over like this. So now it looks like this. And I know it may sound a little grotesque. You're going to pull this open and you're going to push really hard. I'm kidding, not that hard. But you're going to flatten it out just like that. So now, look at this. You can take a selfie if you want with this. Perfect, just like that. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over, and this requires a little bit of hand washing, or actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a towel that doesn't come into contact with anything else I touch. I'm going to season the bottom of this liberally with salt, a little bit of pepper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to wash my hands now because I need to do a little more of the flavour or the savory in this. Give me a second. All right, my hands are washed now with soap. You don't want to mess around with raw poultry. And I'm going to take a little bit of my flavour here too and just scatter it. It's a more milder flavor of oregano. It's a relative of the oregano. So I'm just going to take a little lemon again. I want to season my whole bird from all sides. So I'm just going to Do this lemon all over. Make sure you get on the legs, the thighs, everywhere else. Perfect. And to save us a little hassle, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna flip this over like this. Very nice. So that way I'm not actually touching the chicken. I'll leave this here. It's gonna go straight into the wash. And again, same deal. You're gonna season this up fairly generously with salt, pepper. This is the beginning of a really nice story, believe me. I'm gonna do my savory here. You don't need much. Again, between the top and the bottom, a teaspoon again. You want that flavor, but you don't want this overpowering or taste where all you taste is the savory. I'm gonna take this now, and I'm using my potatoes in my pan as the trivet. Now watch this. I'm gonna spread this baby out just like this. So look at this. Look how absolutely gorgeous, perfect this looks over my potatoes. So now the juices that are gonna render down from this chicken are gonna slowly baste our potatoes. That flavor will get worked in. It'll just gonna be, sorry. So now, again, the same deal, more lemon. This is a very lemony recipe, but it is so definitely worth it. Now, for those of you that think that I forgot something here, I did not. The olive oil that I'm going to pour over this, I put last, and there's a reason for this. The reason I do that is the olive oil will act as a sealer, so therefore, I want all the flavors to permeate. And over this, just going to go, just drizzle this over. Everywhere the olive oil touches, it's going to crispen up, and it's going to be so fantastically delicious. Perfect. That's it. This is our Greek-style spatchcock roasted chicken ready to be fired. This is going to go into my 400-degree oven for about 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1.5 hours, depending on how you like it. I really don't recommend pink for this. Blushing looks good on pictures, but not when you're waiting in the emergency room. So fire this up, and I'll see you in a bit. Right out of the oven, done to absolute perfection. Took about 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is fine. Depending on your oven, it plays. But as long as your chicken is cooked through and through to the bone, you are absolutely laughing. So let me grab a couple of forks here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift this up slowly. Hopefully my chicken won't fall apart. Ah, gorgeous. This one is actually, let me turn this one out a little bit so it'll match for presentation. And oh my gosh, the smells in here, like it's like a waft of my grandmother's house when I was a kid and we were visiting here. I was maybe 8, 10 years old. This is the exact smell of Yaya's house. Fantastic. Now you want to plate this up. You want to present this with your potatoes, patates on the sides here. So that way people can take all they want, and put these here too. This is so freaking delicious. Oh gosh, the smells in here are crazy. Just like that. Now, all that juice in here on the bottom, all this juice here is from the chicken, the lemon, the olive oil. That is flavor 101, my friends. Absolutely. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. You don't want to waste this. I'm going to take a little bit of this, and then I'm going to take it and just over this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So now, let's give this baby a whirl here. Look at that potato. It's on the inside, it's like mashed potato, sopped up with all that gravy. any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Oh my gosh. Let me take a little bit of this leg here. It was perfect. A little hot, but this was so delicious. It's still juicy, fully cooked, but still juicy. Throw in a Greek salad and a little feta cheese, of course, and you have a feast. So that's it for this episode, my friends, on my Greek-style spatchcock chicken and potatoes, or chicken and lemony potatoes. An abundance of flavor. I thank you so much for watching. For this recipe and so many others, check me out online as well at kensgreektable.com. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until next time, much love from beautiful Greece. Bye for now.